Google just made a huge change to search that could change the way we create on social media forever. There is now a short video section within search results, meaning your short-term videos are more likely to show up in Google just like a blog post. This is a YouTube short I made 2 years ago that's showing up in the short video Google results. What does this mean for us? It means less content, more impact, and your shorts working for you 24/7 without constant posting. Imagine you want to learn how to meal prep. You go into Google, you type how to meal prep for beginners. There, you go to short videos. You'd rather watch a short than read a long article. You pick one that stands out, you watch, subscribe, you binge more of that creator's videos, and then boom, all of a sudden you're buying their meal prep ebook. These are things that are actually happening. This is the power of search. When your video is the solution to someone's problem they're searching for, they're way more likely to trust you and then also buy from you. So if you are ready to work smarter and post less, I am breaking down my forever rank formula, the 3 elements that your shorts need to rank on Google and bring massive results for your business. Are you ready? Let's dive in. What's up, it's Danie, your guide to authentic video. If you haven't yet, be sure to download my Starting on YouTube cheat sheet. Also, if you're really serious about taking your YouTube channel to the next level, then be sure to join the Magnetic Creator Academy. Hold up though. First off, I have to say that I was wrong. What? If you have been following me for a little bit, you know that I have come on YouTube before and been like, shorts are a waste of time, because as a YouTube channel manager, I would see in all of these channels, my clients who would post shorts along with the long form videos we would create, the shorts just didn't move the needle. They didn't often convert to subscribers or buyers. Long form is really the best for that. But now with shorts showing up in Google search more often, I honestly think that eventually more and more shorts are going to show up in that first page of Google. So for example, I have loads of YouTube videos that show up first page of Google, not just in the video section, but just in results section. And I think now with this short video part of YouTube that we'll see those more and more in the first homepage, because we know that first page is gold when it comes to your business. If you can get on the first page of Google, you're going to bring in a lot of leads into your business. And maybe you're not even looking for leads, but even just new subscribers and more people that fit your community. So all that to say, should you start posting YouTube shorts? Yes, I think you should. Even if you just post them here and there, if you do it using the forever rank formula, it's going to be worth it because you won't have to post as many, but they will work still for your business. But you have to make sure you do these 3 things. So let's get into it. Step 1 of the forever rank formula is, you may have guessed it, searchable titles. I think so often we think for shorts or reels or TikToks that you can just have a vague title and it'll do fine. But when it comes to showing up in Google, showing up in search, you have to have a searchable title. Your title cannot be something vague like a day in my life or what I'm eating today. It has to be searchable and specific. So first part of this is make sure that you're using the main search terms in the title. These need to be things that people are actually searching for. Next, it needs to be specific. And the more specific you can be, the more helpful it will be in showing up in search. So adding in the year. You could add in the type of audience you're going after, like new bloggers, or it could be the niche. Maybe it's women in their 50s or 40s. And then 3, you need to use emotional adjectives and power words. Words like best, worst, must, need, amazing, insane, shocking. What adjectives can you add to make the title more enticing? Let me give you an example. Let's say you are a coach for realtors and you want to share tips on how to sell your first house. So instead of just saying how to sell a house, we would make it more specific. We'd find the search phrase. I would go into Google and I would type in my idea. So I would go and I'd see how to sell my first house. And I see things already popping up in Google, boom, as a real estate agent. Well, if I see that something's searched often, I can type that in and I can get some ideas here of what's working. I can even see some videos here that are working, how to get your first sale as a real estate agent. So I could take this and I'd say, okay, here's some good ideas. Maybe I want my title to be how to sell your first home as a real estate agent in 2025, or 3 best tips to sell your first house as a new realtor in 2025. That's a very strong, specific title, and it's using power words. The second part of the forever rank formula is that you have to have a descriptive description. Along with the title, YouTube and Google are using the description to understand what your video is about and help it to show up in search where it's meant to. And so in the description, it seems obvious, but like describe what the video is about and use other search phrases within the description. So if we were to use something like as a real estate agent, maybe you'd also want to put in the description realtor as well. I would go back into Google and I would see, okay, what's showing up here in search? What are other phrases? I could even also look at videos, what videos are showing up. We've got how to sell your first home successfully, tips for new realtors. And I could get an idea of what's working for top videos. I could also look at short videos, but honestly, because this hasn't been around as much, I would stick to blog posts and YouTube videos and getting ideas for the other keywords or search phrases that are going to be working that people are actually using. A pro tip to blow your mind is if you're trying to figure out like what are the strongest titles and what are people saying in the descriptions, what are the other keywords, you could always copy the first page of Google, some things. You could go then into ChatGPT and say, tell me what's working in these top post titles in Google search. What are the main keywords and search phrases being used? Give me 10 YouTube title ideas that are searchable. And boom, you could even have AI help you out with this. I'd go in, I'd paste this, and you can see here, it gives me a really awesome list of what keywords and phrases are being used, and then even some titles that I could create based off of what's already working. We don't want to reinvent the wheel here. Of course, you want your ideas to be your own, but when it comes to titles, go with what's working in search. I'm going to take you into my Airtable, and you can see here's some of my videos, and here you can see I put in a bunch of the keywords that I think related to this specific short. By writing out a descriptive description, YouTube and Google will have a better understanding of where your video should be showing up in search. The third part of my forever rank formula is that you have to make your videos bingeable. One of the biggest mistakes that I see new content creators make is that they treat their shorts just like a dead end. Like this is just, here's one video, instead of treating it like, ooh, this is a way to get people into a funnel of my other content to learn more from me and then eventually want to join my programs and my community. So we have to treat our videos like we're creating a bridge to other parts of our business or even just other videos. One of the first and most obvious ways that we can do this is by going into your YouTube studio, and when you upload a video, adding a related video. I can go into one of my videos and you'll see that when you upload your video, you're able to add a related video. And I can go and I can select the video that relates the most, even if this short is not from that specific video. If it relates at all to a long form video that you have, make sure you add it in here, because then when you actually go to the video, you can see when somebody lands on it here, you'll see it has this play button there. And when you click it, it takes people then to a longer video that they can watch on this subject. The next way to make sure that your content is bingeable is to mention your opt-in or an offer that you have. And if you're like, I don't have an opt-in, what's that? You need to make sure you check out this video where I go in depth and how to create an opt-in, and I take you through it step by step. It's essentially how you're building out an email list that then you can sell to when you're ready to sell. Or immediately take them through a sales funnel, because boom, they searched a question in Google, they found your short, you helped them, they wanted to learn more from you, and then they downloaded a free opt-in, or they would just boom, went straight into one of your offers that you had linked on your YouTube page. So let's break that down. Sometimes in a video, maybe you'll just be like, by the way, if you want to learn more about this, I give you a whole cheat sheet on it for $49. Or, by the way, if you want to learn more about this, download my free Starting on YouTube cheat sheet. Either way, then you can say, I've linked it in my homepage, because now, like we know, you can't have links in the description, and who's clicking on a description anyway? Most likely, someone's gonna find your video, they're gonna wanna go to your main YouTube page, and then from there, you'll see, you'd go into your Google account, and you'd hit customize channel, and then you want just a few sentences of like, hey, here's where you can download my freebie or work with me. So this sentence right here in your description, your profile, super key that you have, hey, check this out, or this is my free opt-in, or this is how to work with me. And then you wanna make sure you add that link in your channel links right here. And I like to just use one. And I use a link tree, but it could be whatever you would like. But you want to make sure there's always a way that people can get to the next level with you. So to recap, the YouTube freedom formula is searchable titles, descriptive descriptions, and bingeable content. If you can do those 3 things, you're going to guarantee that not just your channel scales, but also your business. So what's next? I would highly recommend that you watch my video detailing more in depth on YouTube SEO. If you can learn better SEO for regular videos, it all can relate as well to shorts, and I go way more in depth into it in that video. So I would highly recommend check that out. Also, if you are like, hey, I want help in scaling my YouTube channel, join us in the Magnetic Creator Academy, my YouTube course that takes you from starting all the way to scaling and beyond. If this video was helpful for you, it was so helpful for me. If you can give it a like, be sure to subscribe, send this to a friend because like that's crazy, right? That they have this shorts video section now. I saw it and my mind was blown. Anyway, let me know if it blew your mind as well too. Let me know if you have any questions and I'll see you next video. Bye.